your wheels spin so freely, Verbsy? Good question. Let's find out. It's all to do with washers and bearing spacers. So let's just get straight down to it and find out what's going on. Welcome to Skate or Scoot Day, tips and tricks. I've got my coffee. Hope you guys have got yours. Enjoy. It's absolutely peeing with rain outside today, guys, so we aren't skating, we're not scooting, we're going to do a little tutorial. So let's get straight to it. So here's my skate. There's the tools we're going to be using. The washer and the spacer. That's the bearings I've been using, Super Reds. You could use a skate tool for taking your wheels off. I find they're a bit loose, as you can hear that. So I'm just going to use a ratchet and we're going to take the wheel off. Thing to remember here is when you're doing or undoing these nuts is to make sure that the nylon retainer in your nut is fully past the top of the thread, because this is to lock the nut and it's very important. So first of all, let's take this wheel off. We've got a small washer at the bottom here. You could use a bigger washer, okay, it doesn't matter too much. I've got a small one on there, and I've also got a small one on the top. So that's the washer. You've all seen my skate tool before. So this is my little bearing puller or remover. So we're going to take the bearing out, the back and the front. That's my spacer in here. It's a carbon fiber kind of nylon. This is 8mm. So what I'm going to show you first, it's just under 8mm actually. In length, so the length is important. That's what she said. For this it's 7.4, so it's an 8mm really. The cores, which is the center part here of these particular wheels, is very small. So the 10mm, which this one is, let me show you that. This is just over 10mm in length. Okay, it's too big and it would leave the bearings protruding too far out of the wheel. So you can get them in all different sizes. You can buy them in packs. They're a couple of quid for 16 like pence each, but super important, so I strongly advise that. We're going to take the other bearing out of the back here, so just pop that off nice and easy, and going to show you how this all works. So what we do is you have your washer, you put your bearing on, you put your spacer on, put your bearing on, put your washer on, and then finally put your nut on. We're going to tighten that up. So that's nice and tight there. You can see I've got thread protruding. The nylon is past the top of the thread. I'm just going to give you a close-up so you can see the bearing spin. There you go, nice and freely. The bottom one's spinning freely, and that's the whole point of this spacer, is to basically let the bearing spin independently when the wheel's on there, with the nut done up tightly. So we'll undo that again. Show you, you've already seen them. These have got the spacers in, this bottom one here, you can see that. All the other wheels have got the spacers in, so you can see that spinning there nice and freely. And so what we'll do is we'll just pop that bearing in. They're really tight, so it's a bit of a push, but I can just about get it in. We won't put the spacer in, and I will push that in. And you could use this clamp a G-clamp, if they're really tight, which is what I've been doing. They're a couple of pounds, these, so you can buy them pretty much any hardware store, and saves you spending 25-30 quid on a bearing press. And you just pop that in like that, nice and easy. So that's that in there, and then we drop that on, pop our washer on. The washer will help, but you'll see what I'm going to do and what will happen without the spacer. I'm just going to do that up. All the way down, and you can see I can seize the wheel up. So some people would just do that, and then, I mean, you can undo it a little bit and you're going to get some movement out of it and it will work, but it's not the way to go. It really isn't. So you want to put a spacer in there so there's less stress on your bearings. It will then. So we'll take that off again. And we'll pop the top of the bearing out. So, and this time we'll put the spacer in. And what that's going to allow me is to be able to tighten the nut up and not worry too much about how tight I go. Back on, and there you go, washer and the nut. So just finish doing the nut up. This is definitely a better way. Love your bearings, love your wheels, love your trucks, love your skating, and then you remember your spacers, remember your washers, and you'll always be good to go. So there you are, ready for the skate park. Hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully the weather will clear up for me. I'm going to finish up with my coffee. Hope you enjoyed yours, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.